Alright guys, what's up? Today here we have the VKS Pepperball. This is the CQR, the Hera Arms build. If any of you guys ever watched the Tomorrow War and you're familiar with that, it's the exact same kit that they used on their rifles in that movie. Yeah, recently there's been a couple of guys asked me to show this build off, so why not? It's pretty easy to explain. I mean, it's just basically the grip. Well, there's the full Sterling self-defense internals we got that make this thing. We got this kicking around 100 plus joules. Right around there, somewhere around 100. So basically, yeah, it's just a stock. The installation's a bit tricky. And this is just a foregrip. This is a CQR foregrip for close quarters rifle. So yeah, this basically just slides on your Picatinny rail. This is a ADN paintball drum. That holds 42 rounds, depending on your ammo. This here's a First Strike Hero carbon fiber 17 CI tank. I mean, we can shoot 2 drums with this, so I can actually downgrade to my 15 or a 13 carbon fiber tank. They hold a bit more of the just your standard aluminum 3000 psi tanks. But anyways, yeah, this is just a EOTech fake knockoff brand, and this here is just a PQ box. Oh, it's not even really on there at all. Oh, hold on a second here. Okay, yeah, so that wasn't even really on. Oh, stupid thing. Okay. So basically, so you get the pec box, you get this, you get that. This here is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fab Defense. Well, they make all kinds of stuff for firearms and stuff. But this here was from one of their stocks. It's the CP core stock. I can't, it's over there on my AK. Hold on a second here. It's this guy right here. So, it goes on there. It's really nice stock, actually. But, yeah. I got it on my Crossman AK-1. My BB slinger. But, yeah, so this is adjustable. You can put it wherever you like. You can slide it back and forth. It's actually a perfect fit on many guns, many different stocks I use this with. And I got a couple of screw holes in here because I screwed it onto a tack carbine. But anyways, yeah, this just fits perfect. Look, you have to actually move it to move it. And this cheek riser actually will slant upwards, so like my scopes are a little high, so it would help a little bit. Yeah, so basically in here, this is the part I did. When you remove the stock and your pistol grip, you just take this piecing off right here. I don't have a tool, but it does it. There we go. So it comes off, and then down there, you're going to need a ballpoint Allen key to get at that. Because it's very tricky. I grinded a little bit of my plastic out right here, just so I could get down in easier. But once you unscrew that, realistically there's a buffer tube that goes into here. So when it slides on an AR-15, it goes over the buffer tube, and then it just lines up perfectly with here. It lines up with my Crossman BB guns, the R1, the DPMS, the A4P. But on my HK416, I had to cut a little section out here out of it. Otherwise, that'd still be there. But, yeah, otherwise it wouldn't slide on my HK416, my T4E one from Umarax. But anyway, that was for an older mod. So basically, it slides right on this perfectly, and then you link this grip up. And like, look, it's solid. It ain't going anywhere. And then once you get your adapter in here, this is a steel, or sorry, it could be either steel or brass. So it goes out through here and then out there. And that makes it even more secure. So but let me just show you guys how I made that. If you guys are all familiar with these universal HPA adapters, they call them, they usually have a nipple right here, a fill nipple sticking out. It's a 1/8 NPT. So you just remove the fill nipple, and then you get yourself, oh, this isn't one, shit. Hold on a second. You just get yourself like a normal 90-degree elbow. If I can find one. They're stuck together, but like any elbow will work. There's these ones. You can get this guy right here will work. So basically you just, oh, there's already a cork in here, so it's plugged off and Loctite it in. So you just screw that in like this, and then get yourself, what I use is a couple extensions right there, and then they just extend out from the corner, and then whatever HP, I like this one here because it's nice and low profile. So this is your on off, and your tank is going to screw right into there. Like, it's fairly easy to do this setup with this, just to put this kit on. Now the internals, that's a whole different type of mod. But yeah, just put this all the way on. Oh shit, we're almost gassed here. I can't do that. Okay, there. Now we just, there, we're butted up. So one good quarter turn and I'll click on. I don't have my degasser installed because I have a degasser right here. So you push this in a spire, pull that back out, that'll degas your marker. And same thing, just put it in the fire when you're ready. It's a charging handle. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this, man. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It just fits on once you take your stock off. These here go right into the HPA thread where your tank would go into. And then, once again, your 90-degree elbow. And then your two extensions. And it goes right into the HPA adapter. I gotta have another one here somewhere. Oh, so much shit in here. I guess not, I can't show you. It's basically just one of these, which is a little bit longer. Yeah, that's it, guys. And then you get your, put your drum magazine in. Boom. Now you're ready to go. Oh, this thing is a beast. It's 100 joules, you got 40 ammos, 40 shots. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got that sitting down the bottom shelf there. Yeah, here. I'm gonna give you a better look at it. And the carbon fiber tanks too make it really light. So we got plenty of air. I got enough for 2 drums. Yeah, guys, that's it. VKS CQR Hera Arms build. Y'all stay safe. Take care.